The PM2, a legend in the community, and I'm going to let you know as far as how this relates to paper. Stick around. As Gun Placer is working to build a community to allow for discussion. We're providing specifications you can write to so you can have an educated decision on your purchases. We're going to have Nanolube versus KPL. That's going to be coming up. So if you haven't seen the testing that I had prior, check it out. It's kind of the friction testing. Seems like it's a pretty good, well received by the community, and also it was shown over to Nanolube, and they're going to send some samples over. So we'll see how that goes. But they're going to have, this one is a PM2. It's been around for a long time. I haven't handled one other than in a store. So thank you to Steve Milk for sending it along so I could actually have it for a little bit longer, to actually carry it around a little bit to see how it works and everything. So this is a very much a staple of the community, something that is one of those knives where you must at some point handle a PM2. It's something that people just have to have in their collection for some point, or at least handle it. I mean, at least go out there, borrow buddies, and then allow them to take it out for a little bit and see how that works for you for this knife. So check that out for those. We're going to have some comparisons on this one. So as far as sizing wise, it's going to be a pretty good one. And then as far as the handle length, I mean, if your hand does not fit in this knife, then my gosh. So PM2. That's going to be the blur. We have the code 4, the full-size Griptilian. This one's actually a new one from Nemesis Knives. This is the MPR-3. So this is a new one. This is one of the Almar designs. So check that one out as well. And then we do have the Perpetua. And also another staple, we do have the Rat 2, and then we have the Statgear Ossus. So check those out for those. As far as the sizing, if you have any of those, kind of get an idea as far as how big this knife is. This one has, for sizing wise, it's going to be, I mean, as I said, it's going to be good for any size. I mean, if you're going to be using this forward choil, I mean, this is just a humongous handle. So this is going to be good for anybody, large size hands, small size hands, you're going to fit on this. This one, as far as the hand sizing, we'll roll into that. So women's hand, so it's going to be done in the upper position. So this is going to be kind of how you're going to be handling the knife. So that's why it kind of looks a little bit odd on that picture. But if you actually do put your hand down on that chart, you can print it out, exact same sizing, it prints a scale, and you can kind of see where that's going to sit for you. So women's hand. And then we do have the adult male's hand as well. So that's going to be the sizing for that. We also do have, this one is an S30V. There are a lot of sprint runs, so you can get any type of steel that you want. So that's one thing good about a knife that really is popular. They're going to give you some sprint runs, they're going to give you things that you're looking for the knife. So that's going to be for corrosion resistance. It's probably about the 75th percentile, and that's going to be for the chart from Knife Informer. And then you're going to have hardness about 60 percentile for that chart. And then we'll roll into the one also from Creely blades. That one is going to be about the middle of the run. I mean, there's a lot of really super steels. So as far as the edge retention, it's going to be about the middle of the road for that sheet. So you can check that one out. For the weight, I got 3.8. The advertised is 3.75. So just a touch higher for that. And then we're going to also look at for this one as far as the deployment side. Basically, you do have the thumb, and then you do have the middle finger flick for it, pinch and roll type of thing, or just roll it out. And then this has also the compression lock side, so you can actually depress the compression lock and then flick it out that way, kind of like an inertia flip. For actually using like the Spidey flicks and everything like that, it's going to be probably the best one that you're going to have as far as experience goes. You need to have the Spidey drop, so you're grabbing it and then dropping it open as well. So that's another way to do that one. So good way of opening it. A lot of different tactics and methods to do that. So you're not going to get bored. If you do want to use this as a fidget type of knife, it will be good for that. And then carry option, you can see in the knife roll. One thing I don't like and then going over to some of the tag videos, some of those pet peeves. So when you have I guess a carry, tip up, tip down, it would be good if you actually kept it to be the same carry as you go, because if you go and do tip up, then it comes out of your pocket a little bit more, and if you do tip down, then it's sinking into your pocket a little bit better, because probably of this lanyard hole. So if you see on this one, as far as the design wise for Nemesis, that's one thing I really appreciated about it, is because the lanyard hole and deep carry on this side. So on this side, you're going to have the pocket clip. It's going to be deep carry. You put it on the other side, it's going to be the same deep carry. So I really like that engineering that goes into this type of thing. So that's one of the pet peeves as far as that goes. But you can see on the chart later on as far as where that is. So there's going to be the most carries. So tip up right hand, tip down right hand, tip up left hand, tip down left hand. And then also for the lock side, I don't know as far as left-handed folks, this is not very left-hand friendly. It just doesn't feel very secure, so you kind of have to pinch it like that, and then it's not a very good grip on it in comparison to right hand, where you actually have the blade and you can release it this way. So that's personally, I don't feel it's very good as far as an ambidextrous type of knife, but that's just my personal opinion on that. But you can see on the knife roll, as far as what I was talking about, as far as that tip up or tip down. So the tip upside and the tip down side right here. For the blade side, it's a 3.57 is what I got for measurement. Advertises 3.44. Handle, I got 5 inches, and it's a 4.81 as far as advertised for that. So this is a used knife, or maybe a carried knife. So whoever sharpened it, so Steve, if you sharpen it, this is your sharpness test. So it came out to 214. So 214 is going to be between the razor edge, so basically between utilities razor blade and also high-end color, so about right there. So it's still a really good edge on it for the knife. And then this one also, under the microscope, you can kind of see almost like a micro bevel right at the tip of the blade. So that's kind of an interesting thing with that. And then one thing I noticed that I did not have on my previous reviews was actually kind of behind the edge thickness. So that's where we're going to roll into the paper as well. So going back to the start of the video, when I was saying how does this relate to the sheets of paper, I'm going to go over that. So that's going to be kind of the standard I'll talk through as we go through these, as far as how that relates to something that you can just pick up at your house and then actually get an idea of. So I had this laying around. This is one that actually, I think I bought it with like a bunch of random old tools for watches when I was trying to get into that. And it just, whoever works on watches, I mean, I give you a lot of credit, because you touch something the wrong way and your watch is broken. So I just never really got into that. That's why I do like the mechanisms of knives. They're a little bit more sturdy than a wristwatch. But this one is in millimeters as far as this micrometer. So for this one, for behind the edge, that came out to basically 7/10 for that, and that's about 28 thousandths of an inch. So for that, so 28 thousandths is going to be about 7 pieces of paper. So in your household, most people have printers. So as you have a printer, each one of the sheets, at least for my sheets of paper, are going to be about 0.1 millimeters. So this is 0.7 millimeters. So 7 sheets of paper. Put that together. And that is going to be, so chop off basically the sharpened part, and that's going to be the stock thickness behind the edge, is 7 pieces of paper. So that's going to be kind of the thing I'm going to refer to. Most of them are probably going to be about that same as far as behind the edge thickness, other than like an open L. So 7 pieces of paper, go test it out, see how that is, but pick it out of your printer. 7 pieces, that's the thickness behind the edge for this PM2. So let me know as far as that feedback, as far as what you think about that. But current pricing on this is $153.40, and then MSRP of $236. So again, you're going to have sprint runs and different colors and different handles, copper handles, carbon fiber. I mean, it's going to be all over the place. So find the one you like and then test it out or pick it up. So I do recommend this one and then eventually I'll get one as well, but I just don't know which style and everything else. There's just too many options for it. So check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thank you again for your time.